Oh, hey, I'm Scott Nelson, and as you can see, it is pretty easy to get lost in a container terminal. And although these containers look pretty much the same, their contents and destinations are unique. And so is the way that they're stacked and organized here in the yard. But what I want to know is who and what did the stacking? Let's find out. This way. Meet my new favorite machine at the Port of Long Beach, the Rubber Tire Gantry Crane, or RTG. Now, it may be smaller than its big brother, but this is one scrappy four-legged workhorse on wheels. I'm here with Kevin Ellebrock. Kevin, thanks for having us back.
Thanks for coming back.
Absolutely. Hey, RTG, what does that do here at the terminal?
Basically what the RTG is for is to receive and distribute cans once they've been brought into the terminal.
Okay, and by cans you mean the containers?
The containers, correct.
Nice. Now I noticed that these are rubber tires where last time we looked at a crane on the railing system, hence the name RTG. Can we take a closer look at them?
Sure.
Kevin, these tires, they're bigger than I am. What is the purpose of the rubber tire?
Well, the rubber tires will allow the machine to travel back and forth in the rows. We can also turn it 360 degrees and cross travel from row to row.
What kind of tires are these?
Well, these are more commonly used in the earth moving application. These are like an earth mover tire, big dump truck tire,
okay.
But they found their way into this application just based on their size and their weight capabilities. The biggest problem that we have with these tires is because of the weight, the sidewalls break down. They leak air and then they have to be changed.
Fantastic. And then how do you change a tire of this size?
Well, basically what we have a lifting jack right here that will lift the machine up. Then we'll go ahead and pivot this tire so that we can get to these bolts right here, and it just drops down like a carriage, wheel it right out, wheel the new wheel back in, bolt it back up, turn it back, she's ready to go.
How is this crane powered?
Well, the crane is powered by a diesel motor that in turn powers up a generator that self-sustains the machine, and it has its own electricity.
Wow.
Creates its own electricity.
Okay, so how do we actually get up to the cab?
Well, there's an access ladder to an elevator that we take up to the next level.
An elevator?
Correct.
Let's check it out. Okay, so Kevin, we've got the diesel side, which is over there, which houses the engine itself. Now we're on the delivery side.
Correct. The delivery side is where the trucks pull up. The spreader picks the can either off of the truck, puts it in the stack, or from the stack and puts it on the truck.
Wow. You know, I'd love to see how it operates from inside the cab. Can we check it out?
Let's go to the cab.
All right. Kevin, so this is where the magic happens, huh?
Yeah, this is it.
Wow. Okay, so right away I can tell that the cab is pretty much similar to the last gantry crane that we did, but it's just a little bit smaller as well.
Correct. It is a little bit smaller because there's only one person that operates this big machine.
Mind if I sit down?
Take a seat. Oh yeah. All you want to do is push down on that little lever by your foot.
Okay, this one right here.
And then turn the seat, and then now you're ready to go.
In forward driving position. And there she goes. So talk to me a little bit about the spreader here.
Well, what the spreader is for is to pick up and drop off cans. Now, this machine here can only stack 5 high. That's as high as we can stack based on this machine's height.
All right, so we're pulling the spreader back up. So I can rip this all the way back, and we're going to come up full speed, right?
There you go.
And it'll stop automatically?
Yeah, just let go of the stick whenever you want.
Kevin, are you sure?
Yep.
Wow, that was intense. Okay, Kevin, we've got the cab that moves forward and backward, okay? The spreader goes up and down picking the cans or the containers. But this RTG can also move side to side.
Correct.
How do we do that?
This stick right here, you just pull it to the side and she'll start moving.
All right, let's do it. All right, so I noticed the bells are going off, right? Wow.
Those are the warning bells.
The warning bells. And does this stop automatically as well?
No, you have to let go of the stick.
Let's let go of the stick. Wow. I don't know if you can notice this, but with this glass bottom, everything is intensified. So when we're going forward and backward and side to side, this whole cab is actually shaking and moving. And it is an experience that you must be in here to actually appreciate. So Kevin, I noticed that all these containers are stacked perfectly in a row. Does the RTG move all the way down a row?
Yeah, it can move from one end of the row to the other end without any problem on those rubber tires.
Okay, fantastic. But how does the operator know where to put the containers?
Well, once a container comes in the yard, it's tracked by a computer. Or if it comes off the ship, it's tracked by a computer. The operator in the cab has a mobile display unit, or MDU, in the cab. So when that container comes underneath this machine, he knows where it needs to be placed.
Okay, and in turn, when the container is leaving, looks off the MDU and know which container to grab.
Absolutely, same thing. The truck comes in, the truck has a tag on it as well. It's computerized. When that truck comes underneath this machine, the operator knows that that highlighted can in that stack in that row is for that truck.
I always wanted to know how it was done. Kevin, I gotta tell you, great time as always. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me drive the crane. That was intense.
Anytime.
And I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, you too.
The RTG is just one of the many amazing pieces of equipment the terminals use to move and organize cargo. And I can't wait to see what else there is to discover here at the Port of Long Beach. I'm Scott Nelson, and we're going to see you next time.